Hi, this is Edwin Cabrera, the online marketing sensei here in Manassas, Virginia, and I wanted to talk to you about a few things. Basically, an elevator speech, a 1 minute presentation, and a 5 minute presentation, 3 to 5 minute presentation. I'm going to start with an elevator speech. Basically, think about it. You're in an elevator, or you just met this person. You only have a quick second. Basically, you're in an elevator, so you have an opportunity here to talk to them and ask them a couple of questions. So let's start with the elevator speech, about 30 seconds. You ask them, do you ever shop online? Most likely they're going to say yes. Do you ever you use discounts and compare different portals? Again, most likely they're going to say yes. Do you have debts? Most likely they'll say yes. Would you like to know a way of reducing your debt or eliminating your debt? Again, a yes. Now, how about, do you travel? You like to travel. Like most people would love to travel. Now, could you use an additional $600 to $1,000 a month? Of course, they're going to say yes. Well, I have a way that you can do. You can now get discounts online, learn how to reduce your debt, and travel the world. So let me have your card so that I could give you that information so we can sit down for a few minutes and I can explain to you how you can do those things. So you try to get their card. Now, if they don't have a card, then you should have a card ready and give it to them, and try to follow up with them. It's better if you get their card because then you can call them, right, and get their information. Or now that you have a phone, get their number right away. Boom, put their number in your phone, right? Get their email on your phone right away. Boom. And then say, okay, thanks, we'll be talking soon, and you let them go. Just 30 seconds, real quick. Now, if you have a friend, this is a different situation. You have a friend, and you want to, most likely your friend may not get into this, and a lot of times you talk to your friends, and they just discourage you from doing stuff. So, when you present this to your friend, you tell them, look, this may not be for you. So you get them off the defensive. This may not be for you, but maybe you know somebody who will be interested in developing a business opportunity. So then you send them to a website presentation, right? Or you do a presentation for them, but most likely send them to a website presentation. The other one, you have a family member, and you don't, most family members, again, they usually discourage you. So you call up Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, listen, I respect your opinion. I got this opportunity that this guy's presenting to me, and I wanted to get your opinion on this opportunity. So could you go to this website, blah, 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 and check it out, and let me know what you think. All right, Joe, thanks. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Boom, and you hang up on him. So just get that quick information. Just get the information out there to your friends and family so they know that you're in the business in case somebody else comes around and presents the business to them or a business to them. They know that they have a family or a friend, they have a friend or a family member who's already involved in a multi-level marketing business. And they're going to get into it. They most likely will get into it with you, or they will come back and refer to you about that, that opportunity and see whether or not it's something that's worthwhile, because since you're into the business, they may ask you for your opinion. So that's a 30-second presentation. So now you want to do a 1-minute presentation. So it's going to be a little longer, but you're going to start a similar way. You're going to ask questions. You're going to ask them about whether or not they shop online. You're going to ask them about whether or not they have debts, and would they like to have a system that will reduce their debts. You're going to ask them about whether or not they like to travel, right? And then you're going to ask them about also, do they have a business, or do they know someone who has a business who can use a software or information on how to reduce their taxes, right? And keep track of their taxes, reduce their taxes. So you want to follow up on that information. You want to ask them, have they ever heard of any kind of a multi-level marketing company? You want to tell them about the basically the benefits, or the few benefits. You want to entice them and give them, not so, you don't want to give them, just throw a lot of information out there, but you want to get them curious about what it is that you're doing and how you can help them make $600 to $1,000 a month. So you ask them a few questions, and again, at the end of that 1 minute, you say, look, I gotta go. I can't go into this right now, but I would like to sit down with you and have some coffee and and take a few minutes to discuss this a little further, so you can see how you can get involved in getting and making money, basically. Get involved in making money, man. Everybody's looking to make money. So that's what you want to do. And that's a 1 minute presentation. Now you have the 5 minute presentation. 3 to 5 minutes, you're sitting down. Basically, you probably may have more. Sit down with them, have some coffee, go to Starbucks, and now you're going to do a full presentation. And this is what's called the napkin presentation. And in the napkin presentation is where you're going to present more information, and you're going to present the compensation plan. Okay? So in the napkin presentation, you're going to write it down. But let me not go, I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, particularly if you're in NEO and you're going to do the presentation, you want to get to, learn about the highlights of it, learn about the fact that, you're going to have all kinds of free products and discounted products. Learn about the fact that you have the tax saving program. If you're going to be in business, you should know about taxes. You should know about business entities and how to maximize your taxes. Also learn about how to reduce your debt. The more you reduce your debts, the less money is going out towards debts, the more money you're making. You're going to reduce, you're going to get into like traveling and the deals that they have with traveling. Right? You're going to get into the health products that they have. They're going to have health and beauty products. Learn about the health and beauty products so you can then present it to them and tell them about that. So tell them about the fact that over $200 billion are being transferred back and forth through online shopping. Over $200 billion. People are buying online shopping every year, and it keeps going up. Everything is being bought online. Right? So that's one of the biggest commodities you can have. Plus the fact now that you don't have to have people in the business to make money from the business. They could just be buying the regular stuff that they buy online, and they will be your customers, their preferred customers. So you have several ways of making money. You have the business way, and then you have the preferred customer way. So you can make money with just the preferred customers, getting your family and friends involved as preferred customers. So you do a whole presentation about that and find out a little bit about how the online marketing, and everybody knows, I mean, for the most part, most people are involved online buying stuff. Ask them, when was the last time you bought something online? What did you buy? Right? So what are your most favorite places to buy? Get some information from them. Get to know where they're shopping. And tell them that we have a portal that'll go to those particular places, particularly if they mention places that are already listed with Wake Up Now. And then you're going to go into the compensation plan. Now, on the compensation plan, you should have a pen. I'm not going to do this online here because mostly everyone knows this already. But you're going to tell them, this is basically, you're not going to get 100 people to do this. You're going to get 3 solid people. That's what we're working with. That's our front line. Tell them this is the front line. 3 people. That's all you need. All right, so that's what you're going to work with. 3 solid people. And how are you going to make money with 3 people? So you write it down. 3 people. Those 3 people times 3 people. 3 times 3 is 9. All right, so you're going to teach these 3 people how to get 3, 3, and 3. That's 9 plus these 3 is 12. Now, what you tell them, now that you have 3 people, you're now making $100, and you were paying $100 into the company, which is called Wake Up Now. So now you're even. So all you need is 3 people to get even. Now, once you teach those 3 people the presentation that I'm showing you right now and how to build it up, those 3 people are going to get 3, 6, 9. You're going to have 12. When you get to 12 people, you now have $600. You're now making $600 a month. Now, you're going to have those, again, you're going to make sure that those 3 people teach their 3s how to get 3 more. So 9 times 3 is 27. Right? So we have 27 on top of that. When you get to 27 down on that level, you got 3, 9, 27. When you get to that level, you're now making $1,000 a month. And all you started out was with 3 people. And you taught those 3 people how to duplicate themselves, how to duplicate themselves and duplicate, right? You get those 27 to get 3 people each. You get a good training there. You got 81 people. Now, 81 people, not only are they business builders, but they are also helping you get volume. If they're buying, you're not getting money because of the volume that they're spending on the stuff that they're buying. That's volume. And you're getting money because they're business owners. Or if they're not business owners, they are volume owners. They are volume. They're giving you volume by buying stuff through your portal. If they're family members and things like that, there are a lot of people who don't get involved in the business but will still buy stuff through your online portal. And that's how you make money with Wake Up Now. Now, you tell them, okay, that's only one part of it. Remember that now there's a second part, because we have another entity of marketers, professional marketers, who are going to do a couple of things. First, they're going to help you. They're going to train you on how to get and market and brand yourself online. How to get those people that, how to get more people with your group, how to get those 3 solid people to build down, and how to market yourself online or offline, both. How to market online, how to market offline. Right now I'm talking to you about how to market offline. So the second group, this is called the Neo Network. The Neo Network is a group of professional marketers who are now using the Wake Up Now program or the Wake Up Now company. That's their first company. Together as a group, we're going to first have the Wake Up Now company. Next, after we build that company up and we build up enough people on in our Neo program, we're going to then add on a second company, right? And we're going to duplicate the business that we have in the first company. We're going to duplicate the same numbers in the second company. We have now just duplicated our income. Then we're going to do it again a third time. Okay? We're going to find a third company that has a similar system, and we're going to go in as a group. We're going in first, and we got into the first company. We go into the second company as a group. Now we go into the third company as a group. We have now tripled our income, and that is very exciting. So that we don't have to look for other companies. We're going to go to those companies, different companies, as a team, as a unit, already what's called a pre-built downline in each company that we go. Every time we add a company, we now have doubled or tripled our income. That's multi-level marketing and also various streams of income, building various streams of income. And that's what the key to all this is, and that's very exciting. And that's what you should be looking forward to by joining our team, our Neo Network group, as well as our first company, which is on the Wake Up Now. So this is Edwin Cabrera, the Online Marketing Sensei. Use this information to build your network, to build your life, to build your dreams. Signing off here in Manassas, Virginia.